It makes sense to start farming with vehicles after you have reached about level 16 in Farmville and your farm has expanded to the plantation with 20 by 20 plots. As I have already mentioned in the section on other functional buildings, you can get a free tractor from your storage seller, so there's no need to rush off to the market to buy one. Since you can also get a free seeder from one of the co-op missions, the other vehicle you need to buy if you can't get it for free is the harvester. I got one from a mystery gift, but I guess the chances of that happening are really slim. There are also achievements connected to using the tractor to plow and the seeder to plant, so you might want to start using those when you have them. If you go through the fuel you have too quickly, plowing and planting more than 3 times a day, you can check out the fuel section of the guide to see whether you really do everything to get all the free fuel you can. Spending farm cash on fuel is a total waste of money in my opinion. When you have reached level 22, you can build the garage and upgrade your vehicles. Since you can upgrade all your vehicles, it doesn't make sense to spend farm cash on hot rod vehicles either. Check the buildings section for more info about that and the gearhead achievement. The ultimate farming vehicle is the combine that will harvest, plow and seed the plots you select in one go. It costs a hefty 500,000 coins to buy a frame at the market that you have to put on your farm before you can move it into your garage. You can put 39 vehicle parts onto the frame. The first one of 40 is included to finish the smallest version of the combine that will only work on 2 by 2 plots. Using 6, 15, 30 and 45 vehicle parts in addition to that in the garage will upgrade your combine to work on 4 by 4 plots at a time, speeding up farming considerably and also helping you with co-op jobs that you preceded quite a lot. I recommend you get one after expanding your farm to 24 by 24 plots, since it costs the same as the mighty plantation expansion. Working with the combine, the grand plantation will soon be yours. The plane can't be put into the garage, but since you need farm cash to fly it after the first free run, I can't recommend using it. I have managed without it after the first and only flight. If you want to buy experience with real money, this is the way, but be warned, it doesn't come cheap. Instantly growing 784 plots of electric lilies that get you the most experience costs 18 farm cash at the moment. This would get you an additional 3,920 XP. The coin way to buy XP is more work and it makes no sense to me, but you could also buy XP at the rate of 10 coins per XP if you plant soybeans which will cost you 15 for planting and 15 for plowing, and then delete the plots. I only did that with about 100 plots once when I wanted to rearrange my farm and had pre-planted soybeans for a co-op that had already finished. So I definitely can't recommend this as a regular way to get XP, but it is widely known as the soybean delete method of leveling up fast. I can't imagine it's fun, and I'd recommend spending your coins rather on expansions, saddleback pigs and belted cows. Decorations are also connected to an achievement. The pack rat ribbons are awarded for placing up to 250 decorations on your farm at the same time. There is no extra money in this, but you can get 425 XP and 4 decorations as rewards for the ribbons. It makes sense to wait until you have a storage cellar at level 16 before you start cluttering your farm with decorations. Since the fenced in and baled out ribbons already need 250 decorations each in the form of hay bales and fences, there is no reason to buy decorations just to get the pack rat ribbons. Of course, you might like some of the decorations because they look nice and want to keep them on your farm. As long as you still have enough room for lots of plots, I think that is perfectly fine, since you should like the game the way you play it. It doesn't make much sense to have 784 plots and hate the way your farm looks and think it's too much work to play anymore. This is my final advice at the end of the first part of the guide. If you feel that the game isn't enough fun for you to play, change something about the way you play it. When I had reached level 30 and my farm was expanded to 22 by 22 plots, I realized that farming all those plots by hand certainly wasn't for me. So I turned almost half my farm into an animal and landscape section, with lots of hay bales and fences. When I reached level 40, I completely rearranged my farm again, moving buildings, animals and the hay bales around until I had a small farm town and space for some more plots. After rearranging another way, I realized that I really wanted more space for plots, for co-ops and to be able to master crops faster, so I changed it again. There is no reason to stick with the way your farm is laid out if you don't like it. I have seen huge fields of plots abandoned by players who thought that playing was too much work and they didn't have enough time to play the game anymore. If you don't have as much time, it's perfectly okay to plant and harvest only once a day or even every other day, and not visit your neighbors if you can't make it. I only told you what you can do to get ahead faster if you have enough time. I hope you have a great time playing Farmville. See you again in the second part of the guide.